Hello, welcome to Spotlight on Souris, brought to you by WCG TV, Access Channel 12. My name is Laura Higgs. Today is May 24th, 2018, and I'm very excited because today we have with us Rebekah Lee Jenkins.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank
Becky,
you for having me.
Right?
Of course.
Becky is okay?
Yes,
That's
most people
great.
know me as that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. I'm so glad to have you here because I want to tell you, I read your first book,
Good.
It Came for Till.
Good.
I took it on my vacation in February and I read it and just so much enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
So much
I'm glad to
enjoyed
hear
it.
that.
There was a lot that went on in the
Yes.
book. A lot. I had to.
A little crazy.
Yeah,
A
there's
little
just
much.
lots to focus on.
Yeah.
But the story was really good.
Good.
The characters came alive.
Good.
I have to go back and reread it now. I'm kind of excited about that.
Awesome. Great.
And congratulations. It's going very, very well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it's going really
yes.
well. I'm really surprised.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I'm excited. I'm happy.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah.
So tell us, you have written a new book.
Yeah.
But you didn't just run out and do that. You had this in your head,
No.
right? We talked in the last
Yes.
interview that you sort of had these ideas in your head for the other books.
So when I wrote The Night That Came for Till, one of the characters that showed up was Priscilla Charbonneau, and I based her on a real Souris person because there was a person in Souris that started a dress shop. So I thought that's really cool. So she had actually left her husband, and as I was writing this third book, the sequel, I needed this character that was in the first book, so I switched gears and wrote the prequel. So I had to research divorce trial transcripts from the early 1900s. The first divorce was 1917, and the one I used two from 1920, and I've just made a note that I've messed with the dates. But so Priscilla's trials and everything are correct, and they're accurate history.
So what is the name of your book?
The name of my book is Hope in Oakland, and this is what the book cover looks like, and the launch is on there. So it's book one because it is what happens in Oakland before Shannon gets to Souris, or Oakland. I keep forgetting to call it Oakland.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Matt and Priscilla's story. It features Canada's first female lawyer, Clara Brett Martin, was inspirational for one of the characters, so it's very heavily researched.
Okay.
It's not boring.
Okay. So your story is about the first female lawyer.
Yes.
The law and the divorce cases that you cover in the
Yes.
book are all
100% accurate.
Yes.
So you're going to get to a part and you're going to be like, that's not possible. This cannot possibly happen. So just hang on and read the author's note because I have it all detailed there. And then my actual
that
documents.
actually happened.
Yes, and the actual documents will be on my website after, so there's no spoilers.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
So you'll be
Good.
shocked, but trust me, it's true.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So now tell us a little bit more about that.
Okay.
The lawyer.
The lawyer, Clara Brett Martin, was Upper Canada and Great Britain's first female lawyer. Not very much known about her, so did do quite a bit of digging. So she is the main character, and how she ends up in Oakland and what she does here is really what the book is about. So she's pretty fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Cora Rood in the book, so she's the main character.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried to base it as closely on Clara Brett Martin as I could because I thought, what a fantastic life story she had, and yet very few people really look into her. So she was pretty inspirational.
Mm-hmm. I was reading the jacket cover that
Okay.
you had sent to me,
Right.
and it talked about her becoming very discouraged.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was from what the book jacket said.
That I made up.
What's that?
I made
the
that part
discouraged
up. Yeah.
Exactly. So your characters are fictional.
They're 100%
Based on-
fictional, but they're inspired by true people.
Right,
So
right.
Clara Brett Martin inspired Cora Rood, but everything that happens to Cora in this book is completely fictional.
Yeah.
And Priscilla is 100% fictional, but she is based on a true woman from Manitoba Archives, which
Wow.
I won't give the name because her story is too terrible.
Okay.
And I don't know if she has any family or anything, so I've just
Yeah.
left her
Right.
to history, but her story is true.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm really happy to be able to tell it because I think it's pretty incredible that the courts had this kind of power at that time and how women had none, and it just kind of was interesting to me, and I just thought, wow, I think this will resonate with a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it does.
Mm-hmm, for sure. So that's based on, originally on fact.
Yes.
However, your characters are fictional.
100%
you said.
fiction, yeah.
All made up in your head. But
Yes.
I want to know, how do you come up with these characters? How do you dimensionalize them the way you do?
So basically what I do is, okay, so for Priscilla, I'll use her as an example. I have a friend with dark curly hair, and I love this friend very much. So Priscilla has dark curly hair. And I have another friend that loves dress design, one of my best friends, Becky, loves dress design. So I stole from her life, dress design. And another friend just loves life and loves to have fun. Her name is Tammy, and I took from her, and another friend is super hospitable. Her name's Leslie. So I just kind of took all these women that I love, and I took the best of them and created a character out of them. And Ada Bennett's the same. Ada Bennett is 100% my sister.
Yeah.
Everything Ada Bennett says and does is my sister Jody.
Okay.
So when I'm writing bad characters, those are 100% fiction. Nobody in Souris is a bad character.
No, that's right. That's right.
So so it's really neat. So even Cole, I had actually a letter, or a friend sent a letter to me and said, I gave this book as a gift, and this lady wants to know if Cole actually lives in Souris, because she'd like to meet him. And I'm like, Cole lives in my head, sorry. Yeah. But he's little pieces of men that I love, that I got to write into him. So so you just they're like a composite. You take pieces and you make a character out of those pieces. Yeah, it's exciting.
Wow.
It's super fun.
Exciting. Now, you also talked about the main character having a
Cora
downtime.
Yeah.
She, and it seemed like that period of time was a fairly lengthy time.
Yes.
And how do you write that? Like, because, the good parts and the strong parts of her character you draw from.
Yeah.
But then you've got this low part that she goes through.
That kind of comes from your own life, right? Like, if you ever go through a period of discouragement, basically I just went through a period of really intense discouragement. So I just kind of drew out of that.
Okay.
So I'm not in that now, but I kind of remembered back to that, and I was like, okay, how did I feel? How did I feel when I was like disillusioned or discouraged or whatever? So so the bad stuff that happens in books kind of comes from you, and the good stuff too. So yeah, that was definitely me at a certain point in my life. And Matt Hartwell's story is kind of interesting. His is based a little bit too on my life. So Matt.
Okay.
So he was really awesome to write, and he helped me get through a lot of things.
Yeah, really?
Writing him,
really?
Yeah, he's lovely. You'll like him.
Okay.
You'll really like him.
It's like journaling.
It's super fun. Yeah, except I get to sell it. Yeah. Which is awesome. So far, maybe. Awesome. I don't know how this book's going to go. I have no idea. Like, I had 2 editors. Alex McGillivray is my editor. He works for Celtic Frog Publishing. And I had another editor who doesn't have a publishing company, and proofreaders. So I had 2 proofreaders read it, and they were super excited about it. And then I had Becky Jo, my friend, read it, and she texted back, and she was like, I love this. So I'm like, okay, good. 3 people like it. Yes. Hopefully more than 3 people like it.
Now, you took the same process as you did in the first book for publishing, right?
Yeah.
You self-published.
Same editors, Alex was the editor, and so basically you just publish through Kindle and CreateSpace. Amazon owns CreateSpace, so I just buy my books through them. So they're sitting at the border right now, or I would have one to show you. I don't have any.
Okay, so they're
and my mom stole the proof copy, so I have nothing to show you. Just the cover is all I have.
Well, that's quite all right. I'm excited to hear that they will be in town within a couple of days.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow, I think. And I'll be hiding them because nobody can see it until
the book launch, of course.
Gotta come to the launch where you can get a signed copy.
Well, that's only a few days.
Eat a butter tart and have a cup of tea or whatever you like on the grounds of Hillcrest. I'm super thrilled Hillcrest is letting me launch here again because it is such a beautiful space.
Yes, and it's only 2 weeks away, I believe. That is on.
Yeah, 2 weeks tomorrow.
June
8th. June 8th. So come anytime. Like, officially it starts at 2:30, but I'm going to be here at 11 and setting up tents, and so if you have to come over your lunch break, just slip over and bring your lunch, eat it with me.
Yeah, that's right.
Love to have you.
And get lemonade from the lemonade stand.
I get lemonade from the lemonade stand. My 8-year-old niece has decided to create this vintage lemonade stand thing to donate the proceeds to the Souris Playground and the food bank in Souris, and I said, like, how did you choose those 2 things? She goes, well, people need to eat. And I spend a lot of time at the Souris Playground, so school playground, so that's where I want to put that money. So if you want to buy a lemonade, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Another great thing that Souris has done for me, other than basically launch my entire career, which has been fantastic of them, is Good as Gold Living sent these 2 bracelets over. So these are going to be raffled. I don't know if you can see them. These are going to be raffled off at the, not raffled, but drawn for readers. One says Suffragette. This matches the book cover on The Night They Came for Till and Hope, of course, for Hope in Oakland. So,
So you have a draw at the end of your book launch. And
so Good as Gold has been fantastic with donating. Yeah. So that was nice of them. They didn't have to do that. We just happened to end up in the same gift shop at Timeless Treasures, and I'm like, oh, I need to buy some bracelet. And they're like, we'll donate. So I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, so it's been fun. It's been a great process. Yeah.
So that on June 8th it's going to be 2:30 to 4:30, the official
6:30.
time. 6:30. Okay,
yeah,
so there's lots of time for
people
to come.
A lot of time. And a lot of people work. So, just slip in after work. It's 2 minutes. Stop by, grab a book, grab a treat, take one for the road if you have to.
Yeah, that's right.
My mom's baking 200 butter tarts, so
is she?
Yeah.
Oh,
So get ready.
Yeah.
There's lots of tarts.
No kidding. Lots of tarts.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that'll be a great day.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it'll be
the
awesome.
weather will hold out because you really want to have it out in the yard.
We have tents for the yard. If it is pouring rain like today, then we will be moving inside. Jackie Kirkup has said, yeah, you'll have to move it inside if you if you need to. But yeah, so it'll be June 8th for sure.
Great. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
Congratulations
thank you.
that The Night They Came for Till is doing so well, and congratulations on writing your second book, which is
Thank
actually
you.
the prequel
Yes.
to the Night
It
They
is.
Came
I'm
for
glad
Till.
you brought that up because Hope in Oakland is the prequel to The Night They Came for Till. So it's basically a companion book. If you read The Night They Came for Till, don't panic. No spoilers. Just read Hope in Oakland, because you do need to read Hope in Oakland before you read the third book, because there's characters in that book, Hope in Oakland, that you need to know before the third. So
Yeah.
and they're great
And
characters.
the third one
I
is on paper a little bit, but mostly in your head?
It's a quarter written.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
actually next week I'm going to be trying to get to the halfway mark so that I'm ready for editing by the end of summer. I hope. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Summer is such a crazy time, but my
It
life
is.
is pretty busy in fall too. So
Yes. And
Yeah,
you do need to revive.
you
and
kind of
have your
do.
break.
Yeah. So Hope in Oakland is considered book one, but you need to read it before you read book three. And I needed to write it before I wrote book three. The other thing too is I'm such a new writer. I learned a lot in Hope in Oakland, and I needed to learn those skills before I took on Taking Till. So Taking Till is the third book, and it's I didn't have the skill set, quite frankly, and quite honestly, to write that book. And and I hope I do now. My editor will let me know if I don't. But I needed those skills in place before I tried Taking Till, because it's actually quite a bit bigger of a book.
It's bigger. Wait a
Well,
minute.
no, it's not longer. No, Hope in Oakland is long. It's
Because it's quite a
brace
bit longer
yourselves.
than
It's almost 150,000 words.
so like a double novel.
It's like a double novel, because a typical novel is 80,000, so you're getting 2 books basically. You're getting a long book. But so just pack your sleeping bag. It's like a long book. But I'm promising on a stack of writing manuals that Taking Till is only going to, I'm hoping 100,000. If I can keep it to that, I'll be happy.
Okay.
Night That Came for Till was 118. So
Yes,
yeah, I can't seem to keep my mouth shut.
Or you put your pen down.
Or put my pen down, or any of the above. So yeah, the third book I'm hoping I'm going to make it shorter.
Good.
I hope.
Okay, good. Well,
Yeah, but so book one is going to be launched on June 8th here, so I'm excited about that, and I think I've heard there's going to be quite a big turnout. So
good.
Yeah.
Marvelous to hear.
it's going to be fun,
Marvelous
and
to
I'm
hear.
just wanting to thank Souris again so much, because I honestly feel that if I hadn't had such a strong community support, I mean, being able to use Hillcrest as a gift, being able to be interviewed here, the people that set that up, and I just am shocked and I shouldn't be shocked because this is a lovely community, but I'm really warms my heart how much Souris has done for me. And I wish I had a book, because this book is actually dedicated among a few other people, but to Souris.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wish I had a book to
Very
show you.
nice.
Wouldn't that be very touching?
Yes.
If I had done it right.
No worries.
Unfortunately, I had too many clients. I couldn't get to the border
That's right.
yesterday, but I'm just super wanting to thank you, Souris, very much, and Manitoba, like even all the surrounding areas. I mean, we've done author nights, and they've just promoted me huge, and I really can't thank them enough.
Great. Well, a lot of people will show up for your book launch,
I
and
hope
then they'll get a
so.
chance to look at that.
Yeah,
and see that.
because it's
dedicated
definitely
to that.
dedicated to Souris, and I don't call you Oakland in the book. I
Yeah.
call you Souris.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you're fictional. You're not the fictional people.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I hope you can come. It would be super fun.
Okay, so you said your third book is
Taking Till.
Taking Till, and it's a little bit on paper. You said about a quarter.
Quarter written.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that still in your head and overtaking, or have you got plans for a future set of books?
I'll never stop writing.
Yeah. Okay, so there's something brewing.
I will
not
never
necessarily-
stop writing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't stop
exactly.
writing. I love
Okay.
it. As long as there's one single sad soul that wants to read a book, I'll write it. I'll just keep writing.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
I love the whole process of writing a book, and I love the people that I meet. Like, I can't tell you enough. One of the things I should have mentioned was it's so amazing to be able to be on Facebook and Instagram and all these different places, because I get messages from readers, and I love that, because some of them have said, you wrote domestic abuse well, which I was so glad I had, because I thought it would be so bad if I hadn't, and I've never been in a situation like that, so I had to basically just go by what I've heard but I am a hairdresser, so I've listened to a lot of women for the last
In your hair
22
chair.
years in my hair chair. None of you are in the book or in any book, but I can draw little pieces of history and use that.
Right.
So when I hear the emotional trauma that people go through, and I can feel that in my own self because I love my clients. Yeah. So when I get to hear that, and I think I get to give them a bit of a voice, which is nice.
Yeah.
I hope I've done it well. And when for Hope in Oakland, there's quite a bit of abuse, and there's quite a bit of that Priscilla had to go through. So hopefully I've done that well.
Good.
But
Good.
yeah, I love Priscilla. She's lovely. You're gonna love her.
She's
great.
Wait.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you so much. This has been really great. 2 interviews. Woo.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
It's fabulous to have you here, and you
Thank
did inspire
you.
me when I read The Night for Till.
Awesome.
I started journaling more about all the things that I have been going through in my life. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. And thank you so much for coming in and joining us.
Thank you for reading my books. Thank you.
Spotlight in Souris is brought to you by volunteers of WCG TV. I'd like to thank Mark Cranwell, who is the cameraman today. I'd like to thank Sheila Kirkup, who is our producer. My name is Laura Higgs. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a great day.